for joining me for another book. We have a great one this week. This is The Magical Yet. The writer is Angela DiTerlizzi, and the artist is Lorena Alvarez. This is a good book. Come and read with me. You'll definitely enjoy this one.
The Magical Yet. Words by Angela DiTerlizzi. Art by Lorena Alvarez. The Magical Yet. There are days when your dreams haven't come true, or you're upset by the things you can't do. If you lost or failed or cried just a bit, you're tired of waiting, ready to quit. Like that shiny new bike you couldn't ride, and it didn't matter how hard you tried. You couldn't pedal, and you couldn't steer, and you couldn't get the bike into gear. Then, when you thought you were on the right track, you popped a wheelie and fell on your back. And now you won't ride. No way, not never. No riding for you, you'll walk forever. Don't give up now. There's a major game changer, a most amazing thought rearranger. Someone to show you how good you can get. Now introducing The Magical Yet. With this Yet's magic, you can begin to see that you're going beyond where you've been. There are so many things that you've learned to do when you didn't know the Yet was with you. Like when you babbled before you could talk, or how you crawled before you could walk. Yet's a dreamer, a schemer, a hoper, a trier, a maker, a doer, a gotta fly higher. This Yet finds a way even when you don't, and yet knows you will when you think you won't. Like that shiny new bike that you couldn't ride, hop right back on with the Yet by your side. Yet doesn't mind warm-ups, fixes and flops, do-overs and redos, stumbles and stops. Yet knows there's mistakes, some big, some small. With Yet, you're sure to get over them all. Play the kazoo or play the bassoon. Jam with the Yet, and you'll soon be in tune. Try skateboarding tricks like ollie, heel flip. This Yet can get to the championship. Tongue twisters twisted your tongue in a knot. Yet says, keep trying and practice a lot. Be patient, Yet can't do it all overnight. Some things take days, months, or years to get right. But if you keep leaping, dreaming, wishing, waiting, learning, trying, missing. With the Yet as your guide along the way, you'll do all the things you can't do today. Now you're bolder, braver, starting to see. With Yet, you can get where you want to be. You finally did it, Yet knew you could. You're not just riding, you're getting quite good. But don't stop now, you've got so much to do. The good news is, this Yet grows with you. So no matter how big or old you may get, you'll never outgrow, you'll never forget. You can always believe in the magic of Yet.
Hi guys, welcome back. So what you think of that book? I love this book. I love the rhyming in this. It flows so nicely and is fun to read, isn't it? I also love the great artwork. I love all the sparklies on the cover, and the graphics is so beautiful. Go out and get your own book, okay? Support your writer and your artist and grab this book. This is definitely one you're going to want to read over and over. So what did you think of the message? I enjoyed it. I liked how it talks about the yet being with us at all times, helping us get through some difficult things like tying our shoes or riding a bike, right? But I also really like how the point is just don't give up, keep going. So let's do that. Let's grab some inspiration for this great book and let's start creating. Come on, come and join me.
That was such a good book to talk about never giving up. Even if you have to go back to something later in life, it's great that you still didn't give up, right? So keep that in mind, because art is not perfect, but it's fun. Just be creative, have a great time, do your best. That's all you need to do. So I thought that we would start with by taking some of the plants from the book that we liked. So we'll be drawing a drawing based on the plants. So this is what we're doing. Look at how cool this looks. Really see how it shimmers and shines? That's the metallic gel pens that we will use in today. These are the pens. So I picked a couple colors that I liked. So let's get started. So I'm going to start with the right hand flower. So I want to draw that oval. And remember, I start with a pencil because you can erase. It's okay to go over it with pens later. So I just did an oval. You can sketch, it does not need to be a perfect oval. And then I did the little flower pods. So they're basically almost like ladybug wire or butterfly wires of their top of their butterfly. They're just aligned with the circle. Do the best you can do. All right, so now let's do a larger oval circle on the outside. And then of course it has a stem, right? All flowers have stems. So we're gonna bring in the sides like that and then bring it down to the bottom. How fun is that? Looks kind of space age or alien-like, but that's what makes it fun, right? All right, so now let's do the other flower. So the same thing, we're gonna do an oval and we're gonna do the pods that come out of it. I think on this one I'll only do 3. Change your mind, you can do more, it's up to you. Then you wanna do a larger circle around it. Oh, my lines get a little crazy there, but that's okay. I'll choose which one I want to follow when I'm coloring. And again, we got to do the stem. Now this one is going to go behind, so don't go over top of it. So go and stop right next to the stem and then continue behind it like that. Now this one has some great land colors, so we're going to just do ovals. Make something fun. The grass was like really cool little leaves, right? Let's do one there. How about one over here? They're almost like raindrops or teardrops. How's that? And then I had little floaty blue glittery, almost like speckles of light. Those were just circles with another circle inside. And then a circle with another circle. And another circle with a circle. And I think I'm going to do another one here. I think this one needs 3 of them. How about one over here? And what's great about this is if you need it to be perfect, you can find little stencils or you can trace something that's a circle and make it your own later. So now we're gonna start with our gels. And I'm gonna start with the blue, because I picked blue. And I'm gonna do those little speckles of dust flying. So I traced a circle, and then I just colored in, but I did not color in all the way, because I wanna make it almost like a donut. There's a hole there. Next one. And what's really awesome about these pens is that they look metallic-y and shiny. You just have to keep your hand away from them for a little bit, a couple minutes while you're drawing, so that they dry. Did you all pick blue, or did someone pick a different color? I like that we did different colors. Again, be creative. You choose the color you want. So doing one over here. And this one's a little weird shape, so I'm gonna fix that shape as I do it. Remember, we did in pencil first, so that if we want to go back and fix something, we can. It's better to start that way sometimes than just going straight to pens or markers or color pencils that don't erase. There, how's the blue? All right, so now I'm thinking we do the orange pods. What do you think? I picked orange, but you can pick any color that makes you happy. So now these circles, we're gonna fill that in, which is gonna be awesome because you're gonna see those great metallics now. And again, don't have to be perfect circles. As you saw, I did not trace anything. I just did the best I could. So now we have all the pods. And I think I want to use the same orange for my center. So I'm going to use the metallic and draw my center rings. And I'll come back and color that when I'm done with the metallics. How's that? Okay, so I want to do purple on my flowers. I'm going to do pink, red on the inside, but I think I want to do purple lines because I really love this purple gel. So I'm going to draw my oval again. And I think I want to make it a little thicker, so I'm going to make it like sketches. And don't forget to draw the stem. And as you see, I didn't follow my line here earlier perfectly, but that's okay. I'm gonna go back once this all dries a little bit and erase some of those lines that I don't wanna do. Now feel free at any point to pause this, okay? If I go too fast for you, if you need more time to be as creative as you want to be, just pause it. You can always come back to me. And the great thing is you can even rewind, right? So I really love this purple, and I want to do the ovals on the bottom because those are like the landmarks. Those are like the land flower petals. And I really like this purple, so I want to show that color some more. That book was so great. I loved how it was so inspiring to let you know that, you know what, it might not happen, whatever you're trying to do might not happen perfectly the first time, might not happen right away, but stick to it, don't give up, and keep trying. Even if you need to give some time, you can always go back later and try again, right? That's kind of with everything in life. Keep trying, don't give up, go back to it if you need to, when you're ready. Okay, so now I want to use this great green, look at that. Let's go ahead and do our leaves. Remember, we're tracing over our lines that we already created, and we're coloring them in. Feel free to pick different colors, different shades of green. Maybe you don't have gel metallic pens. Maybe you just have markers. That's okay. Use those. Maybe you have just colored pencils or even crayons. Use those. It's okay. Whatever you have. One more leaf over here. And I like how I didn't color them in perfectly, because you know what? Sometimes that can happen, and it's okay. So let's go back to the center. And let's do our orange now. I'm using colored pencils. You can use crayons, markers, and I'm just gonna color my centers. Again, you feel free to fast forward if you don't want to watch me color, which is fine. You use your own creativity, and we can meet back up at the end of the video. You can go to the end and wait for me. So I did orange like that. I think I want to have a yellow center, so I'm gonna grab the yellow. Yeah, that looks, gives us some dimension, right? Okay. Now let's see. I think I'm gonna do pink and a little bit of a red to get some dark spots. So let's go ahead and do the pink first. I think these colors, this one is considered more the pink. I have to get some more colored pencils that have more pinks in them, huh? I'm sure you have some great ones at home, so feel free to use whichever pink you like, whichever one makes you happy. Okay, so I'm gonna go darker around the edges a little bit to give a little depth of the shape. Learn to use your color pencils by adding and mixing colors to give depth. So now I'm gonna do down the base of it. I'm gonna come back up towards the top and fill that in a little bit. So what cool things did you see in the book that you liked? How about the Yet herself? Oh, she was so cool. And to think that that's with us all the time, helping us be brave and strong. So now I'm going to use the red and go back just a little bit and add some different spots of color to give it some depth. It's almost like adding shadows. How you doing? How's yours coming along? Did you pick pink and reds for your flowers, or did you pick a different color? Feel free to chat with me, send me a note, make a comment, but definitely follow me, okay? Because we are gonna have so many more books and so many cool artwork projects, crafting, but don't worry. If one is too hard for you, give it time, keep practicing, and I bet you can do it. And if one is too easy for you, try it. Make it your own. Maybe you can spiffy it up a little bit. I'm trying to make sure I do something for all ages here, but you can adjust it to whichever one you like. So how's that? A little bit of depth? Do we like that a little bit better? Now that the metallic has dried a little bit, we can go back and erase some of our lines that we don't want. This eraser is great because it won't smear your pencils. It's not like a eraser on a normal pencil, school pencil. It is an art eraser that won't ruin your work by mixing or messing up colors. So I just went in and got rid of a couple lines that I saw that I don't want anymore. I have one down here that I didn't follow that oval perfectly. I want to get rid of. I think that's good. So now clear it all off. And we're good. Set. When you're an artist, the one thing you want to do when you always finish your work is always sign your work. So make sure you sign your name. Practice your name. Always write it. There's mine. So thanks for joining me today as we did some creative art based on the book, The Magical Yet. Check out the book. It's awesome. Such a great inspiration to all kids, all ages, especially when they are learning the concept about never giving up. Keep trying, keep going, okay? And follow me. I'll see you on our next project. Take care, and remember, art is fun, not perfect.